Your American hero, G.I. Joe is there.
Hey hey! Welcome to Half the Battle, and welcome back to the summer of vehicles and playsets!
I said I'd do a separate list for the motorized accessory packs, and I'm here to deliver. We're ranking them, all of them, both from 1987 and 1988.
There are two different types, but the difference isn't that important.
You've got the action packs, which do stuff, and the action vehicles, which are vehicles. All of these have two gimmicks. One, they are motorized by way of being a wind-up toy, and two, they double as backpacks. Which is weird for the vehicles, as on the whole, they are meant to carry you on their back for transport, not the other way around. Also, these things are big, relatively speaking, so carrying them would be hernia-inducing.
I've decided to not take that into account for the ranking.
Yeah, it's silly. They all look a bit silly as backpacks. Let's move on. Finally, this list is gonna be a bit different, as I'm ranking every pack relative only to the other packs, not the rest of the G.I.Joe toy line. For the regular vehicles, if I put a His Tank and a Phantom in the best tier, they both belong there relative to each other. Being from different years doesn't change anything.
Here though,
If I put one of these things in the best tier, I don't want anybody thinking I consider them to be on par with a freaking His Tank, because they're not. They're only the best compared to the other packs, not compared to other vehicles.
with all that out of the way, let's get to the list.
First up is the anti-aircraft gun. I remember this being the first action pack I got as a kid. Winding it up causes the barrel to move left and right. Unlike a lot of the others, this one functions in backpack mode too as a weapon, which is nice. It goes into the good tier. The ATV is a mini bike with a gun on it. These things do exist, though without the gun, and most of them do not make comfortable backpacks. It's fine, but nothing special and almost too normal compared to some of the others, so it goes into the bland tier. Oh, and if you wind it up, it drives forward.
Though I assume that was obvious.
The double machine gun doesn't do much for me. It's a functional weapon, but I can't think of much to say about it. The guns move, but that's about it. So this is textbook bland tier. Bad guys time with the Dreadnought Battle Axe. This weapon looks like a bad idea, having an axe swinging over your head. Yeah, it does that when you wind it up. Then again, these are the Dreadnoughts, so what do you expect? It goes into the weird tier, and it's the weirdest out of all of them. Next is the Earth Borer, or Cobra Earth Borer, but I'm ignoring that word again. And this is as good as time as any to tell you that you won't find interesting vehicle names like Sky Striker or Stinger.
The names for the packs are pretty much just their job descriptions.
So they have boring names like the Earth Borer, pun intended. The motor makes the drill spin, though there's little play value outside of a sandbox or in the snow, I guess. It's one of the only non-combat vehicles Cobra ever got, so that is neat. I'll put it in the good tier. The gyrocopter looks like one of those super deformed versions of Japanese toys, but it's pretty neat and has a cool color scheme. Compared to most other packs, this one is the best, so it goes into the best tier. Winding it up makes it go forward and it spins the blades. And almost opposite to that is the helicopter.
Why yes, it is just called the helicopter.
The creative minds at Hasbro must have taken the day off for that one. And it looks uninspired too, especially compared to the gyrocopter. This thing is the king of the bland tier. The machine gun nest looks cool, has great colors and is functional. The motor makes the thing move back and forth. It also looks nicely futuristic, and I could see Cobra lining up a bunch of them to lay siege to the Joes. Just have the bats carry them because those things look heavy. It belongs in the best tier. The Minesweeper is another good non-combat, well, not vehicle, but piece of equipment. Something that's always nice to see and would go great with tripwire. The mental image of him trying to carry the thing on his back is enough to put it in the good tier. The mortar launcher looks like it belongs to Cobra due to the colors, but it is a Joe weapon.
It's also a harbinger of things to come.
As thanks to the motor, it's a working missile launcher, something the toy line would go crazy with in the years to come. Interestingly enough, for this first step into that future, Hasbro decided the missile should remain attached to the launcher after firing by way of a piece of string. Imagine if they had kept that idea for later. The string alone puts this in the weird tier. Now, the mountain climber also uses string, but as a way to, well, climb. Yet another non-combat vehicle, and quite a unique one to be sure. I do like this kind of innovation, so it goes into the good tier. The pom-pom gun is a bit boring, but not enough to go into the bland tier. The gun barrels move thanks to the motor. I like it just enough to place it into the good one.
Maybe because I have fond memories of it as a kid.
Same goes for the radar station, really. Another non-combat pack that is perfect for a G.I. Joe temporary field base or something. It's something that can tell you Cobra might be coming. The motor makes the radar dish and screen move. It also goes into the good tier.
And while I have fond memories of the previous 2 entries, the same cannot be said for the next one.
The rocket sled. It looks pretty stupid and cheap. And the handles are quite fragile, as most of the ones I've seen at flea markets over the years have them snapped off. Also, a figure looks pretty dumb sitting, well, laying on it. It goes into the bad tier.
I'm bundling the next 2 together because they're pretty similar.
The rope crosser and the rope walker. In theory, the motor makes them move across string. Oh, they work, sort of, but the string is guaranteed to become entangled or break, and the effort to attach the string to 2 anchoring points isn't worth it, just to see a figure glide or crawl a few feet. They both go into the bad tier. The scuba pack, well, it's a motorized diver pack. It does what it's supposed to do. And it is fun in the bathtub or pool, making a figure really swim. But there's nothing special about the way it looks, so it goes into the okay but bland tier. Our second to last pack is the tank car. And for once, the boring name thing fails to tell you what it's supposed to be, as this is not a tank and not a car. If anything, it looks like a motorized go-kart for kids. If I was a Joe, I'd be a little embarrassed if they ordered me to drive this thing, to say nothing of carrying it on my back. Still, it's pretty funny looking, so I'll put it in the weird tier.
And finally,
the twin missile radar. Because the Joes have a radar, so Cobra went, yes, a radar is useful. But what if we added missiles to it? And you know what? I can respect that. It's fun and looks good. This last motorized action pack goes into the best tier. And that was the list. All packs and vehicles ranked.
you may now go yell at me about how much fun those rope crawling things were in the comments below. Well, I'll see you next time, everybody, and hey, why not like, share and subscribe if that's your thing.
G.I. Joe, American hero. G.I. Joe is there.